You know what it is, man? Welcome to another Friday Night Pregame Show. I go by the name of HMG Ant.
Your favorite Asian, Lisa May.
Yo, what up? It's Champs.
It's another Friday night, man. How you guys feeling this week?
Good. It's been an interesting week. But most importantly, I missed you guys a lot.
Aww.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Champs, what's up with you, bro?
Yeah, my week's been busy, so busy is good. I'm happy that it's going busy, and I got no complaints.
Nice.
How about you?
It's been all right. It's been a very progressive, crazy week. We'll
Yeah.
say the least. New York City is crazy.
Always.
We got SantaCon in New York City.
Yeah, he started tonight.
Yes.
Wait, what's SantaCon?
SantaCon's
Really?
like a bar crawl. So
You know
what happens is,
SantaCon
so SantaCon New York City is everybody comes out from all over the place. They dress up in Santa Claus outfits and they just get straight up blasted, drunk.
You never see so many dead Santas.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like extra lit.
Oh.
So we got SantaCon in New York City. It's gonna be crazy. I was gonna ask you guys how you feel about SantaCon, because like to me, I don't like it. Like I don't like to be around it because there's too much going on, right?
Yeah, I don't go out for SantaCon.
But I love it because my bar is gonna be in it.
That's true. That's true.
That's the upside. That's the upside.
That's true.
But I definitely avoid Santa. I went by there last year, SantaCon. I remember walking over Santas. Like I went in the evening, and I was like literally walking over Santas.
Bro,
I was like,
it's gonna be crazy. Like the amount of traffic is gonna be in the city, the amount of shit's gonna be going on in the city. It's gonna be so outrageous. Like
I've lived in New York my entire life. I've never heard of SantaCon.
what?
You don't go
I've
outside.
never.
What's wrong with
That's
this,
a
bro?
fault. That's
And you
a
live
fault.
under a
No,
rock in New York. You don't live
that's
in New
true.
York.
That's not true. But I've never heard of SantaCon. So I've never seen Santas actually getting
What?
drunk.
You gotta see this shit. It's
So
like,
maybe I should go while you guys can avoid it.
would you ever do SantaCon? Like would
No.
anybody ever do SantaCon?
Well, I would do it.
No.
I would do it.
Why?
For money, I would do it.
What do you mean
Money?
money? What do you
What's
mean?
wrong with
Like
you?
if someone paid me to like get drunk and wear a Santa outfit, I would totally.
No one's
First of
gonna
all-
pay you to do what you do for free.
First of all, you get drunk in 2 seconds. Like you get 2 drinks.
So I don't need a
blasted.
lot. You don't need a lot to
But
make
this
me
goes
drunk.
on. This goes on from 10 a.m.
To what? 8?
all the way to 8 p.m.
So this is an excuse for alcoholics to get drunk and like wear Santa
You
outfits.
literally dress like Santa. And
You
just
dress- yeah.
Go from bar to bar to bar to bar.
And you
to
get
bar.
all those special deals, and you just start and you just
You start at one spot and you
plow.
pass out somewhere else.
I mean, that's a different way to celebrate the holidays for sure.
Hopefully nobody gets no DWIs or any crazy things like that. Because
I think the Santas, if they're smart, they take the train and then they Uber home or something like that.
it's New York City's gonna be outrageous with
That's
this
true.
shit. Like
Yeah, I'm not gonna be around.
they say it's a lot. Like it's like over like thousands of Santas going everywhere to all the bars, all the places.
Yeah.
It's like that serious.
When I left my house, it was mad Santas outside, and I was like, "No way, they're starting SantaCon on Friday."
That's crazy.
They
Well, make
started
your
SantaCon
money.
on Friday.
Saturdays are the real day.
Yeah, Saturday is SantaCon.
So at the bar we had to put up SantaCon location.
yeah,
So you had to put it up at the door so people could know that this is the location for SantaCon. And earlier today, we had so many people just walking up to the door, taking
just to
pictures.
scan it.
No, just taking pictures in front of it, like SantaCon type of situation. Like people are so excited about this shit. It's insane.
I mean, after the year we've had, at least you have something to look forward to, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun for people.
Yeah.
Get outside, get drunk.
I'm gonna have so much fun in my house.
Oh, I'm
Doing
not
nothing?
gonna do none of that shit.
And sing text messages about how bad it is.
Hear everybody like, oh, yo, it's a war zone out here.
Yeah.
Everybody's twisted. Everybody's drunk
Everyone
and
is
shit.
going to be taking the subway for sure. And even more so now that they're charging people to go to work.
Oh man, congestion prices in New York
Congestion
City,
tax?
retarded. They
It's
trying
so
to rape
crazy.
us. They trying to rape us with no lose.
They're trying to make it a rideshare city.
You said rape?
Yeah,
Oh.
rape us. They raping us.
What do you
Damn.
thought he said?
It's crazy because like how you like you make us spend money to get into Midtown. Like that's insane. Like
It's like $23, $24 to just
Yeah.
go to work for one day.
what we look
They're
like.
trying to do it so you take rideshare.
Stop.
And then they're gonna turn around and up the cost of rideshare just to go places.
I think it's more so they want people to use the subways
We are a
because
city
they're
full
losing
of
money.
commuters.
Yeah, but still, like
It's not as much as it was before COVID, though.
Listen, they're telling us, listen, you're coming from Jersey, I'm gonna give you $5 off of coming through. I'm like, So we
You have
gotta
to pay $20 more.
Wait, but-
We gotta pay $20 to get into the city. Then we gotta pay another $10 just to drive through the city.
Yeah.
I was like, and you're gonna give me a $5. Well, it's supposed to be 15, and then you're gonna give us a kickback of $5. Like that's what you're gonna
That's
do.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
And they want
New
to know
York
why
City.
people are leaving New York.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is bullshit. SantaCon though is gonna be lit. Nobody's paying the total gas.
That is true. That
Nobody's
is
paying
true.
nothing in
They're
Santa.
paying
Slate.
Ubers. They're gonna pay Ubers.
No, it's gonna be so retarded to get
You
into
understand?
the city.
Santa rides a sleigh in the air.
Yeah,
Right. You're right.
it's gonna be. It's
That
gonna
means
be
he skips the toll.
Right.
retarded.
You're right.
It's
Don't
gonna
you know who Santa is?
No, I do. I do.
I don't think so.
I've dated one.
You dated a Santa? What you dated? Oh,
So, old white guy you dated? Is that what you're trying to say?
I dated one.
so you dated an old white guy?
Yeah. I did. Plenty.
Oh shit, really?
All
Doesn't
races.
surprise me. You look at
So-
the crotches.
So did they have the costume on when you went out on dates?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. That's
Yeah.
nice.
We role play. You know.
She just stared at the
You-
crotch on the subway.
were
She's
you-
like, "Oh, you're Saint Nick."
Were you the reindeer
Me?
or the elf?
No. It was
The
I
crotch
was-
starer.
I was the massage lady. For
She was
the.
a crotch
You
starer.
look like a massage lady, little.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Like
you.
happy ending,
That's true.
bang bang.
She's like, "I want you to deck my halls."
What the-
So trash. That's crazy. That shit was so whack. It was-
Champs is like the #1 like dad jokester kind of like
oh my god, he says
I like
dad
dad
jokes.
jokes.
all
dad jokes. I don't even know how to
day.
say it.
Oh my god, I'd be like, yo, bro, this is not funny.
It is funny. You guys have no sense of humor.
No, I'm not saying that you're not funny. Like you definitely have some really great moments.
It's not
Like,
about me. It's about the dad joke.
That's true. That's true. Fine.
Dad jokes are whack. Horrible.
I'm hilarious.
Hilarious is not the key.
So I have a question,
What?
right? So, Ant, questions to you. Who's funnier? Me or Champs?
I don't know.
What kind of question is that?
I don't know. I'm just curious.
None of y'all.
No. You think you're the funniest one?
No, I ain't put myself in a category.
So we're just not funny.
no, you're
No one
boring as
is-
shit.
Oh my god.
He's definitely talking about you because I'm not boring.
Well, you're in the same room as me.
Yeah, but he said you're boring
Alright,
as shit.
Whatever.
Singular.
I'm so glad that you had such a crazy week.
Yeah.
I hope next week or the week after that you have another crazy week.
Boring ass.
Whatever.
Whatever.
At least
Speaking
me-
of dad jokes, I have a dad joke.
Oh my god, here we go.
Like a bad one?
Yeah, go.
I think it's funny.
Okay.
I gotta, I'll
No,
take
no,
it- I'll
no,
take
no,
it.
I wanna hear
Take
it.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
Go.
So, grandson walks to his grandfather sitting on the porch smoking a cigar. Says, "Grandfather, can I take a puff?" His grandfather said, "Does your dick touch your asshole?" He goes, "No." He says, "Then you can't have no my cigar." So then, next day comes, he sees his grandfather outside drinking his drink. So he says, "Grandfather, can I have a sip?" He says, "Does your dick touch your ass?" He says, "No." He says, "You can't have any of my drink." All right. Next day, grandfather walks outside seeing his grandson eating cookies. Grandfather says, "Ooh, can I have some?" He goes, "Does your dick touch your ass?" Grandfather said, "Yes." He goes, "Then fuck yourself, because mom just made me these and I'm not sharing."
That was so fucking weird.
That was gruesome.
At least it's me Rice coming up next. That was so fucking weird.
This is Lisa May's Rants. Buckle up, bitches.
All right, guys. So I learned something recently.
What was that?
Nothing. No, I'm kidding.
Aw.
Pretty much.
So there's this thing going around, and it's actually called food diggers.
Food diggers.
Food diggers.
Okay. Food diggers.
Not the other thing that you're thinking.
Gold diggers?
No.
What else
Fucking
are you
horse.
thinking?
Horse.
Basically, it started in India, actually, Delhi, India, and it's basically a bunch of, I guess, scammers get together in a marketing agency, right? They get hired by restaurants, and the restaurants basically get more customers by scamming people on the dating app. So they would create profiles, right? Like really good-looking men and women. And then they would instantly ask them out on a date and ask them to go to a specific restaurant. And they go to a restaurant, they get blocked, they show up there, and 9 out of 10 times they eat there. get a drink or get something to eat because you got stood up. So
Okay.
it started in India, and then now it's happening in America, where these girls are making videos like, I got stood up literally at this restaurant. The guy chose it, and he was like so good looking. He seemed like he really wanted to meet me.
Oh, catfish.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically,
No, but he never shows up.
he's not real. They're all
Catfish never
bots.
shows up.
No, they do show up. They show up as the real person.
Never. They never show up as a real person. They always do, yeah, I'm going to meet you. They never show up. You ever seen the show?
No.
I guess it's kind of the same thing, like a
Yeah.
bot and
They string them along for a
Catfish.
long time. Catfish. They string them along for a long period of time, saying like, and they send them so many different pictures of who they want to look like, and then they go and say, yeah, let's meet up here, and then never show up. They never involve. They just always.
But the
string 'em
difference, though, is the catfish actually is being made by somebody, though. This
Yeah.
is all bots. Like, they're all bots.
That's weird.
And they're on Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, like all the dating apps, and they're hired by these restaurants. Like,
Fucked up.
Sounds like world news.
and it's like so sad because, like,
how you get on this? Like, so I could do it so I could sell out.
Tell me more.
well, basically that's what happens.
So
you
let's
just
sum
have to
this up.
hire a bunch of.
Let's sum this up, right? Hold on. Let me just understand this the way it is. So there's a bot being created that.
So there's a marketing agency, right,
Okay.
with a bunch of scammers, and they create. So the restaurant hires them to create profiles.
So what makes him a scammer again?
Because they're creating profiles of fake people to talk to people.
So they're programmers.
Yeah. So
Okay, whatever word you
it's
want to
weird.
use.
That's weird. Like, okay, so you get stood up. Okay, so now what?
But then
Go home.
No, but then they order food because they're hungry.
Because they wait for a while.
And then
That's
the restaurant
thing.
makes money. So the entire plot worked.
I mean,
so
I don't
good.
know
Let
if you've
me-
ever been
how-
stood
how
up
can
on
I-
a date, but
how
if
can I
you're
get
sitting
that?
there for like 15 minutes,
I need
right,
that. I need that.
and
It's like we
no
run
one
it at the
shows
restaurant.
up, and then you realize you go on the app, they blocked you or unmatched you, then
That's
you've been
gangsta.
sitting here for 15 minutes. You're like, well, I might as well like get a drink or get some
First
food.
off, it's your fault. Why would you still be on the app talking to someone that wants to take you out or go out with you? Get a phone number.
Yeah, like talk to them. Like
What's wrong with you?
that's weird though. Like to me, like okay, so all you did was talk on the app.
And they
Like, I
said,
don't-
let's go out to eat.
All right, let me play this double advocates, right? I never been on any of these apps, right? So
Clearly.
all right, so like on these apps, what it consists of? Like, do you have to I guess you meet somebody. After you meet somebody,
You
what-
converse.
and then what? Then you exchange numbers, and then that's when you get to like reality type shit.
I mean,
Like,
in
how
my
it works?
mind, you would want to exchange numbers as quickly as you realize it's a
As it
convenient,
goes.
as a good conversation.
Okay.
Not
So-
always. I have like half of the people that I talked to was just through the app. Like they didn't even deserve my phone number.
But you went out to dinner with them?
Some of them.
That's
So they didn't
Because
deserve your
some of
phone
them
number, but
were
they deserve to see you in person?
But it happened so fast. Like they would literally just be like, "Hey, you're beautiful." Like, "Oh, are you in Midtown? Cool. You free tonight?" And then I'm like, "Damn, I didn't even get like their phone number."
so then you go. So then
I'm just stuck at the part where they don't deserve your phone number, but yet they deserve to meet you in person.
I'm
So
okay,
confused.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Sometimes they don't deserve my phone number. Sometimes
So when you're on this app, like is it like one?
I'm
like,
bored and then I just do it, which
Okay.
is not what I do anymore. But I'm saying like I used to just do that. And so I would understand if there's a really good looking person that's like, hey, I would love to take you out. Meet me at, can I say your restaurant? No.
Yeah, the dean. Go
All right,
ahead.
meet me at the Dean, 8
Okay.
p.m. Like, cool. You show up there, right?
You get
They're
stood
not
up.
there, yeah. And then you're like, well, I've been here for 30 minutes waiting for this person. They're clearly
That's
not
good
coming.
marketing.
I'm gonna
That's
eat.
great
I'm gonna have a
marketing.
drink. I feel bad already. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I don't see
I
a
don't
problem.
see a problem. Like
That's horrible, though. If you know what it's like to be stood up, then like you don't like that feeling because obviously
Moral of the story,
you're
get
playing
a phone
with.
number.
But what if they do have a phone number?
Yeah, you
What
still
if
stay
they?
good?
What if they're so advanced that they could text you?
No, but you see, like
No, but you're
I-
making too many what ifs.
Yeah, because I think at one point you do get like a FaceTime. Everyone has FaceTime. You got WhatsApp. You got like Android users gonna use
Like,
WhatsApp, right?
In the year 2023, we understand that catfish
Yeah.
exists. Like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna meet someone in person that I have not confirmed is the real person.
Yeah, like I want to see that person. Like I want to see who I'm talking to. So I would be like, yo, that's FaceTime. I'm not gonna say, oh, just meet me
I
at
remember,
this
matter of
restaurant.
fact, I remember I show and a shorty I met online. And he's like, "Is that a real person?" I'm like, "Yeah," because he couldn't believe it.
She was bad.
She was, and he couldn't believe it, but she was real. You know, so it's like, but at the same point, I also went there. It's like, yo, IG, FaceTime. Like I'm confirmed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's weird. 2023. Like FaceTime is a thing. Like you know.
I get what you're saying, but I think that some people don't always do it like that. But
gullible
plus, you have to
people.
think
That's
about
gullible people.
That
right?
screams
But you're also
desperation.
you're exploring on a dating app where there's a lot of people that are already really fed up with
I'll
the
be
dating
honest.
world. So some people may want to,
Cap.
you know, do that.
Cap.
No.
Cap. Listen, the reason I use a dating app in New York City is because you walk by so many people in a day, you don't see everyone you walk by. You have no idea who could have been on the same block with you at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I use it for that reason. Like, yo, oh shit, you work here, I work here. Now it's crazy. We'd never cross paths if it wasn't for this.
Yo.
I'm not on there because like I'm desperate for love.
I seen a girl today. Matter of fact, I was in Brooklyn, right? So I was in Brooklyn. I had to go pick up some stuff, right? So I seen a girl that I follow online. Like, this girl's like online. She looks very
wow.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. Like you be like, damn. I seen her today. I was like, damn.
Damn.
I was like, yo.
She
Wait,
knows
so
her
how did you
angles.
recognize her?
I knew how she looked. I knew who she was. But I just like, I was like, holy
She
shit.
knew her angles
Bro, her angles.
and the filter. She knew
That
the
filter,
filters.
she must have had like the what do they call it? The strap shit. The
Oh, she does. She does
corset,
editing. She
that-
does the editing.
like
The
she looked,
corset,
yeah,
yeah.
like she looked like she fire, like crazy. Like if I had to go on a date with her, I would be like, yeah. Then you got to the date, I'd be like, nah. I'd be like, nah.
Well, what if
This
she
girl
was
is
having an
nuts.
off day?
Nah. Like,
I'm just saying.
like
I mean, listen again. In 2023, if you're still getting catfished,
you gotta.
I'm
like,
sorry to say it, you deserved it. There's
You're
way too many.
bozo.
There's way too many ways to confirm
a real person.
before you do
I
anything.
agree that, you know,
comes the butt.
no, listen, I agree that you
But-
have to be cautious, you have to be careful,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
There
you know,
it is.
with the
There it is.
No, but listen, with
Yeah.
the advanced
Listen,
AI
Linda.
technology,
Fuck out of here.
okay, I do think that in the future it's gonna get worse, where you will be
No.
scammed
Confirm.
easier.
Confirm.
That's like saying like, yo, somebody.
So what if
it's like somebody tells you, hey, Lisa, listen, we've been talking for a while, but I'm struggling right now. Can you send me $5,000? What are you gonna do? Say, yeah, all right, I'm gonna send
Never
it to
saw
you.
this guy day in my life. I'm
Never-
sending him
like-
money. And then complain
No.
that he scammed you. No, you set yourself up when you asked for a Zelle.
Yeah, like,
He gave you the reason to leave him alone right then and there.
I guess so.
so what's happening in India is will never happen in the United
No,
States.
it is happening in the United
It's,
States.
Oh, it
start-
is.
it's
Oh, okay.
happening
There's a lot of
here.
gullible women.
All right, can we get the app so we can
Yeah,
invite them over
facts.
to our place so we can make
What's
money
that
off
marketing
this
company
shit?
name again?
I don't know. But
That's
I
all
think
the
it's
shit.
bad. I
we
think it's
gotta
bad.
see Lisa at the ding.
It works. I'm not lying. It does work. It does work. It is a good marketing strategy. It is smart, but
I'm
it's
just-
messed up.
First off, you called them scammers. When I don't think they're scammers at all. They're great marketers.
Yeah, it's a great marketing strategy.
Whatever you like to call it.
It is great.
is what it
marketing.
is.
Like it is what it is. Like that's what you might be mad at it because you're on.
So then,
on
if
a
you're
dating
getting
She probably got
catfish,
stood up.
right?
yeah.
If you're getting catfish, right, and you're talking to a beautiful girl, right, and then you go meet her in person, and she's a completely different person, would you call her a scammer?
I'm gonna call her a fraud. I'm like,
Yeah,
you look
you're
like a
a
So
fraud.
then, what's the difference between the person that's
I'm still gonna
pretending
eat.
to be a bot?
I'm still gonna
Facts.
sit there and eat and be like,
Yeah.
well, this is not gonna work out anymore.
Yeah.
But let's have a good
We
meal.
here,
Like,
shit.
We here. Might as well enjoy it. Like I said earlier today, like when I seen her, I was like, damn. I was like, yo, you don't look not like that online.
You don't deserve them likes, girl.
Hell
You
no.
don't deserve them likes.
I was like, I was
messed
trying to like take my likes back and shit.
Yeah.
Did you say hi?
No, hell
Did she
no.
recognize you?
Of course you recognize me. Everybody recognizes me as soon as I walk in somewhere. They're like, they look at me like, I get those glance like they look at me once and they're like,
Double take. Like, I think I know that
oh
person.
shit, like is that really? Because you don't really catch me outside. Like you don't really
Yeah.
catch me in the streets or anywhere moving. And if I'm doing that, I'm usually with people. Or I'm always with like an entourage, somewhere moving around, right? But when you actually see me like in the street, like where we're shopping and stuff like that, it's like a classic. It's almost like realization. Like people like he shops, like
Yeah.
asshole, I
Yeah.
shop. Like
Like, she's really fat. Yeah,
yeah.
clearly.
That's crazy.
She wasn't fat. It was just a lot of like, forehead was like crazy. Like, it was like wide, big, you
So
know.
good weave, good weave.
Yeah, it was like
Got it.
crazy. But I was like, damn. So like for your example, if I probably would have catfished her.
I feel like at least you got
Get
catfish.
out of here.
I've been catfished before.
It shows in
That's
this
why.
topic.
That's why you
No,
upset.
I really.
Yeah. It
That's why you're
shows.
upset.
It shows.
I've been stood up. I've had catfish before. Like, I've had men use pictures of themselves like 10 years ago. And then they're like, I'm 40. They show up. I'm like, okay.
Well, hence why you dated Santa Claus.
Exactly.
Hence why you
Exactly.
did that.
Exactly. And then I've had other people that did the same thing. Like, you know, like they look different 10 years ago. They show up and I'm like I'm so embarrassed because I would be looking for them. I'm like, I'm here. They're like, I'm here too. And I'm like, where are you?
It's crazy because I look the
And they're
same
right
10
in
years
front
ago.
of me. And I'm like, oh, hi. And then in my head, I'm like, who the hell is this?
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, it does happen often.
I mean, it's each his own.
Each to their own, yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. Some people's gonna get stood up. It's gonna happen.
It's part of the game.
Reality. It's like
Yeah, the dating world is messed up.
But at the
It's
same time, we also
chaotic.
live in New York City, where I feel like if you're dating online, it's all social dating. It's not like actual real dating.
Yeah,
that
like-
makes sense. Like you're not. I personally, if you're trying to really find love online, I think you've already started in the wrong place to begin with.
no, but some people find
Yeah,
love.
some people do.
Good for them, but I still feel like you started in the wrong place to begin with in New York City, because you have to understand, people as tourists that come here and use those same dating apps, like, oh, in New York for the weekend, or here for this, or you know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
banging. They want to bang for the weekend.
no, but it's social dating. It's not with a cause. The cause is just
the cause
be
is to
social
bang.
out.
The cause of
I would say some people actually do meet on like it's very rare though.
Maybe on Christian Mingle.
It's very
like,
rare.
like you got like at the end of the day, it's like, listen, just vet it everybody who you're gonna get. Like, just make sure that you're talking to the real person.
Right.
Don't get yourself caught out there. But like, if you want to come down to the Dean and have food, you know, you're
Yeah,
more
let's
than
go
welcome to
through.
come and hang out. You know,
We're gonna have them things set up. You won't even know.
we have
Let me
single,
find out you speaking to those
listen,
scammers
we
like,
have
yo,
single
the dean.
mingles. We
the
have
dean.
single
We
mingles.
actually have single events.
We have single events, so we can come by,
Yeah.
meet the person. You know,
We do
you know.
speed dating.
How are those events actually?
I don't know.
actually-
Never participated.
no, but it's actually crazy.
There's
A lot
good
of people
turnouts
come.
though. Really good turnouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had one dude was making out the other day. Like, I was like, yeah, he got her. And he just walked out. I was like, what happened? I'm like, he lost it? I was like, damn, nigga, that was like 10 minutes.
That's
That was
all he
fast.
wanted.
I mean,
he felt
it's
accomplished.
speed dating,
I
right?
bet he was white too.
Yeah, it was
Of
white
course.
and Chinese. Oh,
Yeah, 'cause-
Japanese, some shit.
Because only white people want to kiss people, call it a win.
Probably.
It's because we're so desirable. So you
So,
just you
I said
see us.
white. What did that have to do with you?
Because he
I
said
said Asian.
Chinese.
Said Chinese.
Or Japanese. I don't know how he
what
knows.
she-
But
like,
whatever.
they all
We're
got
so
small eyes. I can't
desirable.
tell. And,
You
like, it's
see
like-
us, and then you're like, oh my God, within like 5 minutes, you're like, I want to take you home. I want to make you food. I want to have your babies.
Like, how do you tell?
I think
like,
that's bullshit. Because I always look at my hand and say, "When is this show over?" So I can get away from you.
oh, with that said, you know what it is, man. The pregame show Friday nights. Yup. Champ said that. We out of here. You know what it is, man? The Friday Night Pregame Show. We back at it. We got my boy Rob just walked in the building.
Yeah.
Making up taste, my guy. What's up, my brother?
What's up?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Happy to be here, man.
Man, Rob, tell us, man. People don't know who you are, what kind of stuff you do. So let's talk. Let's introduce yourself.
You know, real light, Roberto Vasquez, Uptown, born in the yard. Came to, United States when I was 5. I've been in the entrepreneur space since 2017. MLM space, and now we transitioned to the life insurance space because I saw the longevity of it. I want to build something that's long term. My parents worked forever, and I never saw what that actually did for them. So that's definitely something that we had to fix. I want to fix that for my kids. Like, I want to be better for the next generation, and I think that the life insurance industry is definitely going to allow me to do that.
Really?
Facts.
So let's get into it, right? So you did MLM,
Yeah.
right? What company have you worked for before?
It was in the trading company, so we was in IM Mastery Academy.
I am. The scam, everybody says, right? Everybody says I am the
Yeah,
scam.
like
We
a
always
class
in I
action
am.
one. Yeah.
Everybody said I am was a scam. I am scam. I made a lot of money.
I didn't think it was a scam. I enjoyed it.
I made a lot of money too. And
I am did me good.
Huh?
I am did me good.
And I
Yeah.
started from zero, so I'm definitely.
We all
happy.
started from
We all
zero.
started with zero. Fuck you trying to say?
That's what I'm saying. We can't get scammed that we started from zero and still made it happen.
Nah, definitely.
That is true.
Oh, there
That's
she
true.
is. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Also, I would like to say, there's every time you bring someone here,
Yeah.
They're always Dominican. When are you gonna bring a Chinese person here?
We're waiting on you.
I don't know any Chinese people.
That's true.
We just met you.
Okay.
I only know Dominicans. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. That's true.
Nah, but so you got out of MLM business. So you
Yeah.
got out of the trading business, and then now you straight it over to life insurance.
Yes.
So, like, how does that transition? Though, like, you went from a trading business into a actual life insurance, which is a whole total different like aspect of
It's a different
spectrum.
ballgame.
You know what I mean?
100%. I think is what I was talking about, the longevity of it. When the person presented it to me, they're like, wait, you can make residual income for a lifetime. And I really like checked them on that. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, yes, every policy that you sign up will pay you in the future until this person passes away. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, so you get residual income until you pass away.
So they
They
no,
pass
Sign me
away.
up.
That sounds really good.
Income until somebody dies.
And the
That's
crazy
it.
part is that it's willable, so I could give that income to my kids.
Nice.
You know, I'm gonna say something.
Oh, so you
here.
can transfer it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh shit, that's nice.
And also my last check from
Can I get
MLM.
half?
I saw my last check from MLM, that last W2, 1099. I was like, yeah, I gotta do something that pays me way after whatever work I'm doing.
Got it.
I feel like that's probably like the biggest misconception I guess you could use with MLM is they
Okay.
do talk a lot about residual, right? But what people don't realize is the residual is based on active memberships. So to Rob's point, if your active memberships dip, so do your residuals. Whereas
Okay.
like life insurance, they're gonna pay for it until they die, and they're going to pay for it because they won't put that burden on their family when
Yeah.
they do die.
Right.
So that's actual like everlasting, like literally that's till death.
Which is dope.
Right. It's
You
a
know?
huge commitment too. Like I think if you're gonna do it, you're not gonna just pull out and just be like, I don't want this anymore.
To my life insurance?
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Don't pull out.
Yeah. All right, Lisa.
No.
She saw Dominican, don't know how to act.
Oh my god.
Say, que lo que? Que lo que, guapa?
What do they say? Ya tú sabes? Anyways, so life insurance is very important, and I love that it's working out for you. You're making a lot of money.
Well,
100%.
so like, how do you transition to that? Like, I want to like, is the talk the same? Like, cause think about it. You go to selling something that's where it's like everyone looking at it now, right? It's all in everybody's eye spectrum. You're like, yo, look at this trading. They're making money off of trading, right? And then you got a different aspect of this where it's like you're now having to sell life insurance. So it's not really a cute front.
It's
so to speak,
boring
right?
if you
It's
think
boring,
about it.
right?
So
How
one
do you
thing,
transition to that?
Yeah, it was a kind of a hard transition. You know, I actually called Champs. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to call these people, bro. I'm not trying to call people on the phone. And then he told me, he's like, the big money is in boring businesses. Think about it. Wall Street. Think about it. Real estate. All the boring things, like what you said, the boiler business. It's not fun.
No.
It's not
Oh, it actually is-
glamorous.
It actually is fun.
Well,
you
it's
can,
not
you can make the
glamorous.
building shake. You know, it's fun.
but it's not glamorous though.
Ain't no shit I'm signing up for, I tell you that much.
You're not
You don't even
fixing-
do labor.
You're
No.
not. You're not.
I do labor, it just with my brain.
Oh man.
Hey, yo.
So exactly.
I do recreational labor too, boy. All around the subject.
Hey, yo, I'm just
So that's
call
really
out there.
what was the difference. It's like, you know, what we did MLM, you have to market online. You have to be this persona per se. When you calling on the phone, they don't know you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
They
weird.
don't care who you are. They're like, the maker of tapes, who the fuck are you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it got to be a weird kind of movement, right? Because
It-
you got
it was
It's
weird.
like with the trading stuff, it looks cool. Like you got all the like little lines and you got all the little things that no one understands, but it just looks like lit, right?
It's intricate.
So then you got this situation, and then you go from that, and then you say, "Hey, you want life insurance? If you die, you don't want to set your family in the burden." Like, so it's a whole transition that's a little bit like weird.
And I'll be honest,
What?
life insurance might be the only thing I've ever had to sell where I
Really?
didn't feel like I had to sell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm not
Because,
convincing you, bro.
Like, think about it. Like,
Sure.
think about this, right? I sold real estate. We all know that, right? I'm telling you, buy this property, and when the market does good, if the market does good, the value will go up, right? And those are ifs and wins, which means they can or never come, right?
Yeah.
Depending on when you buy it. I'm selling stocks. I'm like, yeah, when the market does good, if the market does good, the value of the stock will go up. But those are ifs and wins that's based on something that nobody has control over. When it came to life insurance, it's like, yo, you're gonna die.
One day you're going to die.
So
guaranteed.
you want to make that a burden that you're gonna take on now, so your family could learn how to just honor you the right way and not have to deal with the burden, or you want to leave that burden on them and they still got to figure out how to honor you.
Got it.
Do you feel like because you took a different turn and you're no longer this persona anymore, that being on the phone, you actually have to like have genuine connections with people, and you're selling more so of your personality than you are just this persona?
100%, I agree with that, and also it's more real to me, right? Because
Yeah.
I have parents, I have a little brother, I have family that I've been to funerals, I've seen GoFundMe's.
Yeah.
So it makes it more real for me. It's like, do you want that for their family?
Right.
Maybe not. And it's like, that they tell us McDonald's is bad, but we still go eat it.
Right.
This is like that type of thing. Like, I know you don't know this, so I gotta educate you so I can save your family in the future.
Right.
Because nobody's thinking about dying, right? That's the truth. We
I think
think
about shit every day.
only you then.
You're
Only you.
emo.
I go, what happens if I die? What's gonna happen to this?
Welcome to the pregame show.
What's gonna
Right.
happen to this? Like
Scorpio thoughts.
Yeah,
Red
I never
flags.
had that thought, but I'm saying like in our neighborhoods, people don't think about dying, and people die every day.
gotta get shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With no life insurance.
Or Dominicans run up on you with fucking scooters.
Exactly. But you know why that's happened? Like really, not me.
No, it's like not me. I didn't find that funny.
Oh no, I found it funny. That shit was real.
Nah, it was.
There we go.
There you go.
The craziest part is that as I started doing my research, where are the least life insurance policies in the hood? Why?
Nobody
No
got the money.
education.
Nobody got
No,
the money
they
for it.
do have the money, bro.
They have
How
the
they
money.
buying the scooters?
Like robbing them shits.
All right. How
paying
they,
for
how they buying
something.
bottles when they go out?
Exactly. They paying for something, bro.
I mean, think
All
about
right.
it though. Who's really gonna check it? They're like bottles, life insurance. When I die, who gives a shit? When I'm looking lit, right? Like people think like that. Like that's the way.
but
People
it's
would
the-
rather
ignorant.
flex.
I think,
Yeah.
I think to his point though, that's the ignorant mindset, and it's not that they're ignorant because they know better. It's ignorant because of their lack of education in that field, right? Like the biggest transfer of wealth is through insurance, but we don't talk about it. But yet, I hear a lot of minorities talk about they want to break generational curses,
And
and they go pop bottles and be like, life insurance, I ain't dying.
shot coming outside the club.
It's so backwards, and also people don't know this, so we're gonna talk about on the pregame show. Life insurance is paid out tax-free, no matter how much it is. It could be $10 million. That's $10 million tax-free to the next generation.
Oh, that's lit.
So when it's to Champ's point, when they talking about generational wealth, I don't know if they're using the right things, bro. Because when you pass away, no matter how much money you got to pay taxes on that.
Yep.
That is true. That is true.
I like that. I like that. We're gonna come right back with that. Rob, he's in the building. Pregame show, we here, baby.
It's
You know.
HM.
All right, you know what it is, man. The Friday Night Pregame Show. We're back with Rob, my guy. So let's talk about this, man. So we left off with life insurance, right? So you're doing life insurance now. Got away from the trading business. Cool. So how does an individual get into this? Like, how do they go about getting it? Let's do it. Like,
What about how
What
was
is it?
your journey getting into it?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. So my journey was a little, it was a little different. This is gonna sound crazy to you guys, but I wrote down on a post-it and I put, I'm so happy and grateful now that I earn $1,000 a day, right? So my mind was looking for an opportunity that allows you to make $1,000 in a day. And literally 2 months later, somebody that I know that was in our previous business was like, hey, I'm about to start doing life insurance. And I'm like, okay, like I didn't think anything of it, you know when people try to put you onto something, you sound like, bro, you trying to swindle me to something? What's going on? But once they got me on the call with the person who's my manager now, and I saw the real opportunity, I was like, it's game time. Like that is the opportunity that's gonna help me make $1,000 a day. And then on top of that, her Instagram bio literally said, helping individuals make $1,000 a day.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, yeah, this is it.
That's catchy.
Yeah, this is what I was looking for.
'Cause
That's a
catchy.
sign.
Yeah, I'm like, this is it right here.
Yeah.
I can't sleep on it. So then they told me, the AO market in New York, you're gonna be the first person. And I'm like, what you mean by that? The first person? I'm like, literally, you're gonna spearhead it. It's either gonna grow because of you or fall because of you.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of pressure.
It is, but that's what I wanted, right? I wanted the $1,000 a day. So it's like, you know, God put these things in your way where you want the $1,000, you got to get the $1,000 responsibility.
That's how you lost your hair?
Hey, no, I lost it. Wait, this is the MLM right here.
Wait, hey, how you lose yours?
Same
I
shit.
Didn't you lose it when you were 12?
Yo, mind your business.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Okay, so
Nah, I literally lost this from MLM. Man. Okay. So yeah, once we started, you know, we started flowing and going. Like you said, it was difficult at first. Because I'm telling people, yo, let's do life insurance. Like, what you talking about? I'm like, life insurance, right? Like, when you die, funeral costs and all that. They're like, yeah, we're not trying to hear that. So, you know, it did take a lot of telling everybody and then seeing who would gravitate to the information, right? So, but I just kept going. You know, I started learning why was it important. Champs actually recommended something to me called what the Rockefellers do. What would the Rockefellers do? So when I found out that, you know, the Rockefeller family, this is how they kept their wealth, I'm like, what? I want to tell everybody about this. Because essentially that's what an MLMer is.
Yes, exactly.
You get something and you tell it to everybody.
Right.
So I took the same kind of fundamentals into this, but this is a more serious game where you're dealing with people's lives. So you can't just put anybody on. You got to put people who, like you said, are more empathetic, have more of a conscious, because you are dealing with people's lives. Like if somebody dies, they have to call you. Their family's calling you. Like,
I have
hey,
a question. So when you started doing this, right, how long did it take until you actually saw success for yourself?
I'm not gonna lie, my first check was $2,000, literally off the gate, because I already understood. I'm like, okay, what did I learn from MLM? You know, professionals launch, beginners join. I'm like, I don't want to join this, so I already started talking to people about it. Hey, you don't have life insurance, right? Okay, as soon as I get my license, I'm gonna talk to you. You don't got life insurance, right? As soon as I get my license, I'm gonna talk to you. So I was able to, you know, help people get their insurance right away as soon as I got started. So when I
Gotcha.
saw the first check, I'm like, you know how long it took me to get a $2,000 check in a week? In like MLM, it took years. I'm like, this is my off the gate. So that
Nice.
that really sparked something in me. Like, all right, if I could do it,
Can I get $100?
Came hard. I was going to ask for $1.
He got
You went for 100.
He got 2,000. I just want $100. Like, what the fuck?
this
Jesus.
guy's trying to take everything.
Yeah, Jesus.
He has no hair. He doesn't
You
know
work
what to do.
for him. Yeah.
Screw you.
It's the hair. It's the hair.
You trying to get a treatment?
So,
No.
yo,
Anyways.
ball shit is in. You know what I'm saying? So how does a person get started with that life insurance?
So if they're in New York, right, they will reach out to me. They'll reach out to Champs. We'll get them set up. They have to get their license, of course, because we are state mandatory. You got to get a professional license. But once you get after that
Oh, you
license,
have to get tested on it?
yeah, of
Oh, I will
course. bro.
fail.
Nah, you
So you-
probably pass it.
Yeah, probably. But so you have to take a test.
Yeah.
Get certified.
Yes.
Become a certified licensed person to sell life insurance.
To sell life insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the license?
What you mean?
What is the license that you have to get?
Insurance license.
An
Oh, insurance license.
yeah.
Okay.
It's life, health, and accidental, right? So, because that's what we're selling. We're selling life insurance and also an accidental policy, which is still life insurance. I
So
don't know.
if like me, if I wanted to get like a $500,000 policy, what would the average person? What would that cost somebody?
You know,
Or
it's
is it
crazy.
different? If it different tiers. Or
That's
something?
a good point, right? I actually had a conversation with a client today about this, right? So life insurance is cheaper when you're young.
Of course.
Because,
everybody knows that.
so how life insurance is rated is based on risk. Risk is based on age. So the older you get, the more risky you are to die, because we die when we're old and you live while you're young. So life insurance is, everybody's gonna get a different price or a different quote based on their health, based on their age, based on, you know, if they have some type of medical condition like diabetes, based on, I mean, it's so many different variables.
Got
So
it.
it does change person to person, but at the end of the day, think about it like this: you actually don't need $500,000 to die. You may want to leave that to your family. You may want to have it to like pay off a house or something, which is smart that you go into it with that aspect of understanding.
Yeah.
But I think the most important part is making sure you cover your funeral costs so that your family doesn't have to deal with that burden.
Yeah.
'Cause at the end of the day, they may not be able to cover your mortgage, but they can always sell your home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the very least, make sure you can, like, you literally need to be able to afford to die. That's the best way to look at it.
Got it. Okay.
100%. And also, we're not quoting people something they can't afford, because our specific company works with the working family. So it's gonna be affordable across the board. We're just gonna educate you, like Champ said. Do you need money? Maybe you're a little older and you only need money for when you pass away, or maybe you're younger and you want to have the 500,000 policy. So it depends on the situation and the person, but we're gonna tailor it to you. It's not like, oh, every customer $200. It's not like that.
Got it. All right, that's dope. It's like my old ass will have to get like a.
No, I think, but to Rob's point, I think that's one of the greatest parts about being, like he says, a private company, work class people. The company only works with union members and veterans.
Oh, that's dope.
So they don't go outside the box. You'll never see this company put an advertisement on the television. However, they have the naming rights to the Texas Ranger Stadium. They're the #1 sponsor to the Atlanta Braves and the Dallas Cowboys. So they're not some poor company.
Joe
like,
Schmo.
They're an actual company.
Not a fly-by-night
No,
kind of company. Yeah.
Publicly traded company on the Dow Jones, which is one of the oldest stock markets you could join. And the largest investor is Warren Buffett.
Oh, nice.
So
that's some of the research we did, right? It's an $11 billion company, and the craziest part is that it's the only company that pays out 24 hours. So literally, if you pass away, life insurance by nature can take 6 weeks to 2 years investigating you.
Oh, that's horrible.
On your death.
That's crazy.
So imagine your family member dies and you're 6 months later still haven't got paid out.
You be sitting in the morgue like,
Yeah.
GoFundMe, like
No,
frozen.
for real.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so,
when the GoFundMe comes out.
so there's some people that have life insurance and still have to do a GoFundMe.
That's
Right.
So that's why we're so passionate about it, because I could see myself in their shoes. Like, if they pass, their family's gonna call me crying. I could say with all confidence, hey, in 24 hours, you bring this document to the funeral home, everything is taken care of.
Oh, that's dope. It's pretty dope. So what's the name of the company?
It's called Globe Life. We work for Globe Life AO.
Globe Life. Check
Yes.
that out. That's,
Globe Life AO.
AO.
that's pretty cool.
1,000%, bro.
Any aspects of like what would you give anybody advice right now, like in your field, just getting into it, right?
1,000%.
What would be your biggest advice to someone coming in like not knowing this, right? So somebody listening to this right now, not knowing about how to pursue life insurance and not knowing what would be your greatest advice to that person?
Wait, as a consumer or as someone trying to
Just as
get
you
into
selling
the
it,
business
as
of selling
you're
it?
getting it and selling it to that person, like what is the biggest I would say takeaway someone would get from that? Like meaning like how would you sell that to a person?
How would you convince someone to
get it.
to do the business?
Yeah.
So I think the biggest, the biggest one would be take yourself out of the equation. Because the thing about life insurance that it pays you once and then it pays you forever, right? So this is not like, we're not trying to, like backdoor you. So if you take your paycheck out of the equation, you're gonna end up giving that person the right policy that instead of getting paid only once, you're gonna get paid for life. So I
Okay.
would say, like, don't be money hungry, be knowledge hungry. Because the more you can educate this person, the more likely they keep this forever. And you get paid
Got it.
forever.
And I think what he said is true, because at the end of the day, you're still dealing with real humans, real people that are going to really experience death in their life. And you got to be that person that picks up the phone that day, not knowing when that day is going to come, and that person saying they're gone, crying. And we haven't had to experience it yet, but just from a few people we talked to that have had experienced it, and they saw that the company guaranteed paid out 24, 48 hours. Like, they're like, that was the biggest life-changing thing for them, and to pursue the business and going hard in it is because they realized, like, they weren't selling bullshit to people, and they were actually there to be there beside people, in that time of grief.
Yeah, I think like my takeaway from it is like I really value what you guys do, and I guess insurance in general, because like if you really think about it, you're protecting people from the pain that they're going to already be feeling. So you're not adding more pain by just like, hey, now you're
Burden.
broke, you
Yeah, the
can't do
burden.
anything, right?
That burden.
You're already experiencing the loss. So like allow the person to deal with that and then be protected everywhere else, right? So like I think it's amazing. I think that everyone should get life insurance, because when you really put the perspective of like what happens right after, you're not getting it for 6 weeks, 2 years.
Yeah,
I'd be
3 years,
devastated.
right? 6 of 2, 3
And
And
years.
then
6 weeks to 3
I feel
years,
like it
yeah.
also takes a part of your soul when you have to do, I've never done one, like a GoFundMe, but then you already know you have like life insurance.
It's there, it's ready to come in.
Yeah.
You know, that, okay, I'm protected, kind of thing. Like I get into an accident, my car insurance is gonna come take care of it. God forbid you pass,
Right.
life insurance is gonna take care of it. So it's almost like it's a win.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
It's
Think about it, like you just said that people put insurance on their phones, on their cars, on their homes, but will avoid their life. And I think a lot of times it's because of the not educational point, to Rob's point, right? And I educated on the fact that, you may not be able to benefit from this when you die, but the benefit is to your family. Now having to figure out how to honor you the correct way.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize. You know what it is? I think no one realizes, and I think approach would be like funeral costs, right?
Right.
Somebody like an average person, like I don't even know how much a funeral cost is. You know what I'm saying? So like the average American doesn't know how much funeral is. So I think you paint the picture in front of someone and say, hey, so let's just average it out and say, hey, if you die today, it's gonna cost your family $50,000 to bury you.
20.
I'm just throwing a number out there, right? So if it costs that much, and not saying that it might be, remember, all funerals are different.
You're right.
So
you're right.
I just went to a funeral the other day for a kid, right? Rest in peace, Rocco. And he had 2,000 people at this funeral. 2,000 people.
That's gonna be more
Young
expensive.
kid, so that's gonna be a more bigger funeral. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
And then they had to shut down every single town to drive him to the burial site. That's gonna come out to a lot of money.
motorcade costs money.
So you think about it when no one realizes that, but I think you put the picture right in front of their face. Like, listen, you died today. Your family has to now pay $20,000 to $30,000 just to bury you.
And one thing else on top of that, I actually had someone ask me this today. You die, but your bills stay alive, and they pass on to the next person in your
Yeah, I
family.
heard about that. That's crazy.
So think
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
This is gonna scare you. If you, for example, you buy a house, right? You have this mortgage. You and your spouse, you pay for it. Everything is going good. If this spouse, God forbid, passes away, and you don't have the money to cover the cost, because remember, you guys shared the bills. Now that person is gone, so that money is gone. You're gonna lose everything. So you lost the husband or the wife. You're gonna lose the house. You're gonna lose the cars. Like it's very devastating when you don't take care of these things,
Right.
and you wait for that time to come.
For a long time, I've been wanting to get a life insurance expert on here. And I feel like Mega Taste didn't realize we walked through the door. But I feel like this was probably one of the most knowledgeable and intellectual conversations could be had on the pregame show.
Which is good. Like you need this. People need this. Like people don't realize how much life insurance matters, right? You know what I mean? Like as you get older, then you realize it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When you're younger, you don't realize it because you're like, it's whatever. But again, like you said before, you put insurance on your car, you put insurance on your phone. Why the hell you won't put insurance on your life?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's no brainer, right? Give or take, I haven't done mine yet, but anyways, that's beside the point. But I've been battling. So
We gotta work on
He's still dealing with his demons.
But Rob, man, thank you for coming up here, man. Spreading the knowledge to everyone. Any shout outs you want to give out to anybody? It's your people's company.
Shout out to everybody who's helping us build this great empire. Shout out to the people who put us in position to build this great empire. And thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, we have you back again, man.
Of course.
Anytime you want to come by, pop out, whatever, we do it right.
Let's make it happen.
You know what it is, man. Chance Pre.
HMG, baby.
Damn, boy, cut me off
Damn,
like
nigga, the fuck? You gotta say the best part of this show, you over there cutting
Chance
them off.
Pro Tips coming up next. Stay tuned.
All right.
Always flooding the streets with that new knowledge shit. It's Champs Pro Tips.
It's not often I don't know what to talk about, but today, this just hit me right now as we was talking off air and, having a conversation with Rob, having a conversation with Ann and Lisa. And I want to talk about commitment.
Okay.
Right? So commitment is doing the things you said you would do long after the mood you set them in has left you. Right? So it's very easy to be motivated in the moment. Like, yo, I want to do this. I'm going to go hard with it. Right? The problem with that is that motivation wears off. Inspiration is what you actually need. And I think inspiration comes from two things. One, a commitment to the task, and two, clarity on where you're going. Right? And I think once you have clarity and you commit it, you're going to create this obsessive behavior. And I think that's where a lot of people fail, right? Like, if you can be in love with someone and you're like, I am obsessed with this person, or I'm in love with this person, right? You have clarity on what you see for the future with this person. You create this obsessive type of behavior where you're like, yo, till death do us part is what they say. Like you're gonna build it to death do us part.
Fuck
So
that
you
bitch.
take that. All right, whatever. So you take that into like business, or you take that into like your work, or you take that in anything, right? You can enter in an entry level position, but still you see yourself as a CEO one day. You could take yourself into a new business and still see yourself turn into $1 billion business one day, but only through commitment and clarity. And through those two things, you create this obsessive behavior. And what is obsessive behavior to me is that thing where when you go to sleep, you dream about it. And not to sound crazy, but like it's a thing that it doesn't keep you up at night, but it excites you to wake up in the morning. Kind of like going to school for the first day of school, right? Where you got anxiety, you can't sleep the night before, but you got your clothes picked out. You know you're gonna do this, you're gonna see this person again, right? And so I really feel like today's the pro tips isn't gonna go deep or long. It's gonna be more so just focus on
Hey.
Yo.
that nigga from Harlem. Pause.
Wow.
Like I was saying, back to professional me.
Okay.
The pro tip today is find a thing that you love to do. Doesn't matter the field that is in, find the thing you love to do. It could be teaching, doesn't mean you have to go teach students. But find the thing you love to do and and get that obsessive behavior and don't run from it. Embrace it. All right? You're going to make a lot of sacrifices in your life. Why not make the sacrifice now to be where you want to be later? Be obsessed with the idea now of where you're going in the future so that you're not looking back at your past saying, what if I would have did this? I wish I would have did this, right? It's very easy to just go into life and like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm scared. I'm not gonna do it. I'm worried about how people are gonna feel about me. I'm not gonna do it because I don't know what people are gonna say about me, right? It's easy to do that, but then you have to live looking back on, but what if I didn't? I much rather deal with life with this obsessive nature where I'm gonna make sacrifices now, maybe spend time with family, maybe spend time with friends, maybe not hanging out with people as much as I want to, maybe not going out as much as I want to, maybe not be able to enjoy my life the way I should enjoy it, so that my obsessive nature could take over and get me where I want to go, so that when I am able to do those things, I don't have to worry about the check when those things come, right? I don't have to worry about the finances when that happens. I don't worry about the cost when that happens. Like, I can just give you my car and go add 30% and just keep it going, right? You want to see the bill? No, it's fine. Like, it ain't bouncing. Go do your thing, right? So own the obsessive behavior. Embrace the obsessive behavior. Commit to something and find clarity in it so that you can see it from the fog to when it's clear outside. That you can see it from the woods to when it's a brand new built city with your hands. And that's Champs Pro Tip.
Nice.
I love that.
That's nice.
I would say there are pros and cons to being obsessed, but when you're obsessed with the right thing, loyalty and commitment comes naturally. You don't need to work on your commitment or work on your loyalty because you're just obsessed with it. You know what I mean? It's like a drug addict obsessed with drugs. You know, it's like they're naturally committed and loyal to it, but if you're doing it for something that's good, then everything is gonna work out to your favor.
I don't know where the fuck she was going with that one. She
Drugs.
completely threw me off.
Nah, you know.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like,
No.
I agree to disagree with you because I don't think there's like, are there cons? Yes, the cons are sacrifices, right? But the reality of it is, you've already made sacrifices your entire life, so
Right.
it's really not a con to that.
Yeah, but you have to always realize, like, you have to fall in love with what you do. Right?
That's a fact.
And the only time you fall in love with what you do is when you like to do it, right?
Right.
You
Because
find
you
your
have to
gift.
like to do something to fall in love with it, right? When you feel like, I always tell you right this, the minute you wake up in the morning and you go, oh shit, I gotta do this now, it's not for you.
No.
It's time for you to move on. Give it
Yep.
up. Don't fight it. I woke up one day and said, I don't want to DJ a club no more. I was like, holy shit, I'm tired of DJing clubs. I fell out of love with it, right? And now I said to myself, I'm retiring. I retired.
Yeah.
So if you don't
3
like,
times.
retire once. So if you don't love it, you have to like something to love something, right?
Yeah.
You have to learn to like it to love it, right? You can't just love something right off the back. It just doesn't work that way, right?
Or vice versa. You can't hate it without loving it before.
Exactly. So you have to take those steps. So I would just say, listen, go for it. Continue going for it. Do not stop. You guys are starting something that's so different, right? Something different that people don't even understand the caliber of what it could do for their families. Like, people don't really get it. But you have to keep pushing it in their people's brains so people understand, like, yo, this is what you need. Because this is what's gonna set you free. Because when you leave, your family's gonna be like this. Shit, how could we bury him? We gotta go the cheap route. 1 day mass and burn you. They can't give you the proper burial because you're not loving what you're doing, and they're just overwhelmed on the whole situation. So I would just say, keep going, strive hard. And I love what you guys doing.
No,
It's
but
a
I love what
perfect
you
thing.
said there, right? Like, you really do have to love what you do.
Always.
And I think that a lot of times people get confused with loving what you do versus loving the thing you're doing, right? So, example, I'm not going to tell you I love life insurance. I find the value in it. I understand the need for it. But I love being able to teach people success through that avenue. I love being able to talk to people and educating them through the intricacies of why it's important to have it, right? So the teaching is what I love to do. I just found a place that was willing to have me share my love. So love what you do. May not be the thing you do, but love what you do.
I think that's a super gem from both of you. I think a lot of people, especially in 2023, they're caught up with, that's not my passion. Well, how do you know?
Never know.
You never tried it. You never went down that rabbit hole. Like you said, you can't hate something you didn't love. So I think that that's a great point. Like, you know, if anybody takes anything from what we said today, is that, like, find what you love. Example, teaching, talking, expressing yourself, helping others, and then find the vehicle that helps you do that. It might not be what you thought. You maybe thought you wanted to teach at a high school. You ended up teaching life insurance. You don't know. And
Or selling real estate for life.
selling real estate for life.
And that's what we call the pregame show. Each and every Friday goes on right here, the pregame show. HMG and Lisa May, Chance. We got Rob in the building. You know what it is, George on the ones and twos.
And the Christmas party.
Next week, Christmas party. You know what it is, man. We out here. Say peace out, good night. Have a great one.
Let's go.
Bye.